Alright, I thought with these smaller ones, sort of lapel size type logos, I managed to get them, print them all on the same sheet. So that's actually a good idea, because then it saves it all slipping about in it and stuff. So here we go. Let's start with the pig. Sometimes if the image is very intricate, I paint a white, I trace around the outline of the logo, and then just trace the outline, and then take it off, and then fill that in with white paint, and then trace the inside of the logo on, so that I can actually see what I'm doing, because it's really hard sometimes, particularly when some leather jackets are alright because they're dead smooth, you know, but some it's like rhinoceros skin, and really, you know, warty, so it's hard to trace a line, and it's also and if you do manage to trace it on the lumpy leather, it's hard to see where it goes, so it's better sometimes just to paint a white block so you can see what you're doing better. This one's overlapped a bit, but yeah, you don't have to worry about that, because I'm not going to cut these up, they'll still stay on the same sheet. Again, if you start there and work back, then you're not leaning over and smudging what you've already done. A lot of these logos are black, and obviously putting on a black jacket, it's going to be a bit boring, so I'll probably change some of these colours later. And most of these graphics actually do come in. And these seem to stick to the style but vary the colour, so I think that's in keeping with it. So a good idea is be comfortable when you're drawing. Make sure you've got plenty of room to move about. And there's nothing worse than just being all cramped up like that. The smaller graphics take about an hour and a half to paint on, from tracing to the finish, but some of the more complicated graphics could take about 3 hours. Right. I'm using acrylic paints for this, cheap or not so cheap paints, as the case may be. Basically it's a plastic paint that, you know, so that's good, so when it's on the jacket and it's bent, it's quite supple and stuff, but you have to apply it in thin coats, because it'll peel off otherwise and stuff. But I'm using a palette knife to mix the paint, the best way to do it. Your brushes get all clogged up if you don't use something like that. Makes it nice and easy using them. Different sizes, different quantities. Obviously a good selection of paints, from brushes from thick to thin, obviously. And different type of pencil this time. This is just a normal 2 HB pencil. You want something a bit harder this time, and not as soft, because you're not interested in making a mark with this. It's just a scribe for applying pressure to press the lead imprint onto it below. I'm using cling film here to, if I've used enough of one colour paint, I just slap on the cling film there, that'll stop it going off. As you can see, there's a few things here. I've got a retarder there, that'll stop you. Sometimes this acrylic can dry a bit too quickly, but this retarder will stop it and hold it back for a bit. Some more paintbrushes, different paints, blah blah blah, and some kitchen foil towel to wipe your brush on, to keep it clean so your colours don't get mixed up, and a bit of spare cling film there, and just a normal plastic breadboard to mix up my paint on, and a board there to stop the dining table getting a bit knackered and covered in paint and stuff. So the other weapon in my armoury is this hairdryer. Very simple, but what I do is apply a thin coat of acrylic with the paintbrushes and whatever, and then with this, you know, you can dry it in about 10, 15, 30 seconds, and then you can start your next layer. As you'll see, it's very simple and effective. This is a jacket I'm going to be working on today. Looks like a sort of 60s jacket actually, or 70s. Probably one of the biggest jackets I've done yet. All the others are sort of small to mediums, but it's old, but it's in pretty good nick. In that sort of traditional sort of, well, a bit of a Marlon Brando-y one, isn't it, and stuff. But this one, maybe you can see it. I don't know, but the grain on this is quite, well, a bit of a rhino skin if you ask me. But so what I'm doing now is get the old graphics, like the tray stuff, like this one, and I'm just sort of thinking about, you know, where I'm about to put it, and that's my first job really, to sort of see how the graphics work best on the jacket. I sort of favour this one sort of for in the middle out there, so, and that's probably where I'm going to begin actually. Unusually, like normally at the leather jackets sort of have a panel across there, so this is quite different. That gives me a bit more choice about where I can put things. So I've got quite a big space on this to use. So right, that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to work out where everything's going to go.